Do you ever just see someone and think, wow, they have it all together? That they were born with some special power that allowed them to coast through life? Well, for your average Joe, we don't have just one gift that will propel ourselves into stardom, and that's okay.
It's easy to see somebody with natural talent and think, if I could just sing like that and make money, all my troubles would be gone. But really, we never see what's beneath the surface. And in life, nothing's free. And there's one movie that shows us the real cost of natural gifts. So get ready for the ceremony, because this is Media Philosophy exploring the deeper side of natural talent with Disney's Encanto.
Encanto centers around the family Madrigals, which, from the outside, it looks like this perfect, amazing family with superpowers. But looking closely, we can see how each power might be more of a curse than a blessing, especially with someone like Pepa. Seriously, how in any way is this a gift? There isn't a single scene where she doesn't act like Tweak from South Park.
Oh god, I don't want to be in charge of the weather. That is just way too much pressure. Nah!
She has this immense power, but her mind is just a mess. And this makes me think of all the amazing artists and thinkers throughout the generations who were victims of their own head. Geniuses who could create anything they put their mind to, but ultimately succumb to their own mental illness. So what is all the artistic talent in the world worth if you physically can't enjoy it? And then we have Dolores, who can hear a pin drop, which might sound harmless at first, get it, but comes with a lot of responsibility. I know I couldn't keep all those secrets to myself.
It might seem like being a good listener would lead to having a lot of friends, but the problem is, if you're always listening to other people, when's it your turn to be heard?
Having a lot of people trust you and come to you when they need an ear is nice, but it's a heavy burden to bear.
After your third girlfriend tells you how much of a jerk their boyfriend is, you just can't take it anymore. Dump him, Michelle. He's a loser. A candle for your birthday? That's what forgetful sons get their moms for Christmas.
It's exhausting hearing about other people's problems. And there's even an issue with experienced therapists and social workers who develop secondhand trauma from the things they hear.
And if you don't get what I'm saying, Dolores lives with 2 other couples and she's had this gift since childhood. Need I say more?
Camilo is gifted the power of shapeshifting and can impersonate anyone right down to their wardrobe.
There couldn't possibly be any downside to this, right? Wrong.
If you are constantly shifting and changing who you are, then you'll never develop a sense of self. Think about all the breakdowns and insanities actors experience. They spend so much time as other people that they lose sight of themselves.
Where does Jaleel White start and Urkel end? The world may never know.
But really, if you are constantly modeling yourself to match other people, when do you have a chance to examine your own likes and dislikes? And then there's Bruno. Poor, sweet, insane Bruno. Now, taking the whole literal future sight thing out of the equation, voicing realistic concerns regarding the future can make you an unpopular person. And this idea is even more relevant today in what seems to be this total positivity movement. No one likes to be reminded of the bad things to come. Hell, some families get torn apart when someone points out the obvious. Even though voicing concerns is the right thing to do, it's not easy. I mean, how would you feel if your entire family wrote and choreographed a dance shaming you?
We don't talk about fear, making stupid videos.
Next up is the almighty chef Julieta, whose cooking can heal. Now, any one of you who's worked in the service industry, especially a restaurant, knows why this is definitely a curse.
Sure, it can be nice serving people and being a part of their special moments, but to be constantly on in a people-facing career drains you. All it takes is one Karen to ruin the whole day.
I said gravy on the side. But this will literally cure your cancer. I said no gravy. I want to speak to a manager now.
Then there's the strong sister Luisa, who, just like all the others, tries to cope with all the attention and expectations. She can hardly handle the pressure put on her by her namesake. I mean, she comes from the amazing Madrigals, and that name comes with a lot of expectations. It might sound amazing to be LeBron James's kid, but there is a lot of pressure there. The children of elites and celebrities might just want to take it easy, but instead, they are expected to perform at a certain caliber.
And what could be wrong with beautiful Isabella? She's got grace, style, and...
He wants 5 babies.
Wonderful.
Oh yeah, she's viewed as a glorified breeding mule.
While it might seem like beautiful women live life on easy mode, that can't be further from the truth. While yes, being conventionally attractive does have its perks,
Beautiful people are treated differently from moderately pleasant-looking people.
there are major downsides. Just hop over to the Nice Guys subreddit to get a taste of what I'm talking about. And finally, there's the youngest member of the family, Antonio, who has the ability to talk to animals.
And really, how cool is that? I can't think of a single downside to this power. Except now the only person he can relate to is Eliza freaking Thornberry.
Smashing!
If anything, the most well-rounded of the bunch is Mirabel, who is forced to actually think outside the box. She wasn't handed down a predetermined role. She has to use her resources and wit to get her out of situations. When you don't have a special talent to live off of, it forces you to develop something for yourself.
While these so-called gifts allow this family and so many others to live seemingly flawless lives, the grass is not always greener. These gifts, which are ultimately out of their control, dictates their entire lives and identities. Maybe that acting prodigy just wants to play basketball instead of being a thespian. So the next time you get down on yourself for not having any natural talent, that might be a blessing in disguise. This is Media Philosophy, exploring the deeper side of entertainment. And if you like this video, make sure to take a 15-minute walk today.